Hello, creatives. Welcome to Artist Star. My name is Beth, and this is a daily pick a card and birthday reading for August 9th. If you were born today after sunrise, you are a 4 of diamonds. If you were born before sunrise, you are yesterday's card, which was a 5 of diamonds. Okay, so how this works is I read each card individually, then all together for the collective. We talk about the energy of the 4 of diamonds day because it's here, it's real. We're in Leo season, second deacon, it all matters. And then we move on to the special birthday message for you, 4 of diamonds. This is your solar year cards. They are here to help you help yourself in your manifesting abilities. So let's get started and see what we have for card number 1. Ooh, we have the 8 of hearts. This is a great card to get here. I do look at the chart of the day, and the 4 of diamonds has the 8 of hearts on your moon placement. So this is really apropos for you, especially, or if anyone out there watching has an 8 of hearts in their spread. I know I have one in my queen spread, in the queen position of Neptune in my chart. So it just got a little more real for me too. That queen energy for me is really going to give this another connotation. However, for the 4 of diamonds on this 4 of diamonds day, it's going to affect all of us that little bit much more. And we're looking at the moon energy, right? Because it's moon placement. So you want to check and see if you've got anything else there if you're a 4 of diamonds. And possibly if it being an 8 as well, you all could check what your Rahu is doing. Because even though it's an 8 of hearts in the moon placement, it still relates back to that 8. And that 8 is a Rahu. And it's also age activated 8s are. So for all of us, if there's any of you out there that are closing in or around 42, then this just got a little more real for you too. You're really coming into it. It's enhanced. It is your time to experience whatever is there for you. All right. So here we go. 8 of hearts. We're talking about the emotions. We're talking about being validated and being validated within. However, there's always that struggle, that balance between feeling validated. How do you feel validated emotionally? Do you look for that from other people? Do you feel it, that strength within yourself? You know, those are the kinds of questions that come up with an 8 and how you go about doing it. So that's something that should be reflected and processed and spend time in reflection, because you really want to understand that about yourself so that you can bring it to wherever you need it to be. It's nothing wrong with that inner, what do I want to call it? It's like taking inventory. That's a good word. It just came in. Thank you. Inventory of your meter, your spectrum of how you feel validated, how much of that comes from you just knowing yourself and knowing what you like and for being super comfortable in it. And those of you who get up each morning and wonder what they need to do, how they need to dress, what they need to look like, who they need to please, and be everything kind of a mess to collect and try to make it fit into who you really are at your core, who you're denying, We all have it. We're all there. We all do it. We all have to really think about it sometimes and how much of it is you and how much of it is pleasing or trying to someone else. The emotions are just so fragile, and it's so important to take that time to know who you are, even if you are that mess that needs to be swept up and, shaken out and really just put back together and ooh, whatever it is you need, an extra cup of coffee, no coffee, whatever it takes for you to ground in and be okay with who you are. Do it with kindness because we are all here. We are all trying to be who we are. We got to do this with kindness and curiosity and some self reflection that is put to good use for the greater good. All right? All right. Ooh, a little good self talk with this card this morning. Let's look at card number 2. We've got the 4 of spades in reverse. So reversals are just a heads up about what kind of energy we might be running into today. It could be coming from an outside source and challenging our reactions to it. It's going to show us something about ourselves. Yeah. What comes up for you? And or we may get triggered and end up feeling this way. And how do we recognize that and learn something about ourselves in a little bit different kind of way? So the 4 of spades, we're looking at remedies and cures. We're looking at having time to do that when it's in the upright position. So clearly, we're going to have a very fast-paced, busy day where we're going to be juggling things out of left field, and we're not going to have the time that we need to contemplate what comes across for us. It's going to trigger us in some way. It could go that way, or we could just be on our merry path, whistling our tune, enjoying the sunshine, and run into someone that's feeling that way. And how irritating is that? And how do you deal with it? Do you buy into the drama, or do you just be like, enough, and put up your shield and allow them to bounce off of you? It's different for everyone, and it could be bits and pieces of all of it. Really want to stress what's coming in right now. As always, that kindness factor, that being just something soft to bounce off of. There's nothing to be gained by anger or resentment or just feeling irritated by someone else's distress, right? Let's be a little more sympathetic than that. And doesn't mean you have to buy into it. It just means that you take care of you while they are sorting it out. You wait, right? It doesn't mean you have to ask a 10 million questions and have them drag you into their rabbit hole. No, you can just say, I wish you the best. I wish I had time to spend with you right now. They're close, I'll call you later. If you really truly can't spend that kind of time for whatever reason, and it's someone that you love and you just need the time to sort out how you want to show up for this person, you can just say that. You can let them know that, and that you want to give them that kind of time. Anyone with children, that's myself, had to do that several times when they're pushing for something and trying to get you to hurry with a decision. I've always learned at the time to just be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to give this my full attention. just as soon as I get done with making dinner and doing the dishes, I'm going to sit down with a cup of tea and I'm going to give it my full attention. And I will come back with an answer for you, if they were asking for something or if I needed just time to sort something through. That's what I would say. Give me a cup of tea time and I'll give it my undivided attention just for you. And then we'll see what we can do. Works every time. They really can't argue with that. They're going to get your full attention. They just have to wait a cup of tea. It works brilliantly. All right. Thank you. So, yes, there's that. There's maybe being uncomfortable in a moment of silence. And what do you do with that? Do you immediately grab your phone? Yeah, guilty, aren't we all? So, it's a breathe moment, right? Just settle, breathe, feel the uncomfortableness in the quietness and understand that it's part of the day and allow it. Allow the brain to just catch up or the body to catch up, whatever it is. And it's okay, right? You can take several deep breaths. That may be all you need. You may need more to figure it out. But basically, it is whatever grounds you. There's several things about a reversed spade. So being in this Leo season during a diamond time, I don't know if you can hear that, but there is like a helicopter or something hovering over the building. Okay, hope it's nothing national. Nope, there it goes. Just checking it out. Maybe there's something going on in the neighborhood. But okay, so focus here. Focus back on the 4 of spades in reverse. So we're looking at possibly feeling ungrounded, not having enough time. That would be the grind, the diamond part of this. The Leo part of it would be feeling like you need to jump in and do something. Very go get it kind of people. And that sign is really wanting to do the best for themselves and for everyone else in their best attributes. In the reversed, it could be just being fearful or, bitter or resentful for not being recognized for who you need to be. So it may be something in that realm that you are going to need to take a little time to contemplate, whether it's yours or someone else's. It's an interesting card to get during this period. Let's look at card number 3. Well, we've got the Ace of Hearts. I love to see this here because this tells us that we are going to manage to feel our emotions and get grounded within ourselves. We might need that little time out. Whatever we bump into today for this energy is really going to give us that piece of the puzzle that we need to figure out what it is that is truly the best thing for us. So we've got the Ace of Hearts here, which is an opportunity that comes our way to have that emotional fulfillment. This is again about the sun self. We are in that Leo sun-ruled period about self. So do look at your sun signs. This ace directly relates to that. And if you have an Ace of Hearts in your spread, that's going to tell you something more as well. But if we're just going to look at this for just what this is, we are going to see that we've got some self-reflection that we need to do. Very much so. It's a Rahu, age-related card. It is us being invited not to the most comfortable invitation. It shouldn't be, because we need to learn something, a little bit bigger lesson. And you only do that deeply in the way that this is meant to be, guided with your spirit guides and your daimon to do the little bit more work, little bit more investigating. You're curious about it anyway. We're going to run into something that we get triggered by one way or another. We're going to either have the time that we don't want to take that time because we're not comfortable with time and space. So that might be it. Or we're going to not have the time and be harried and just stressed to the point where it could get triggered into that anger and, that outburst, which you don't want to do that. We want to stay in our high vibe here, even through a reversal, which we can do because now we've gotten the heads up. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to see it. We're going to know that it's a timely something coming up for us, because what it is it's ready to be healed. More than likely during any reading, it's always more spiritually related to something of karmic, which is just action. We're being invited into action to clear some unwanted action, something that has been learned through generations of DNA. So let's get in there. Let's do it. Let's embrace this opportunity, this challenge. Perfect for Leo season. What better thing to be given than to do this during Leo season? This is about us. It's about showing up. It's about having that strength, that knowingness about who we are at our core and being able to get it done. And we come out on the other side with this incredibly beautiful new opportunity to feel that peace within, and that security, and that being self-supported. It's validation within. Beautiful, really. So I'm hoping that we all really get a chance to do this. We've got a lot of tools here in order to. All right, let's leave it there and move on to the birthday. Happy birthday, Four of Diamonds. We've got a super grounded day today. I haven't even talked about that yet. So the Four of Diamonds is a key card. You've got your four-sided stability, concrete, diamond energy going on today. It's a perfect day to face the challenge. And for a Four of Diamonds, we are looking at that Mercury placement. So you might want to go and see what you have there, how you can pull that in and use it to your best availability and abilities. And it's also about this High Priestess energy as well for the major arcana. So you're directly, psychically being able to tap into your spirit guides, your daimon, to open to this incredibly creative period in general, with the strength of the Leo and having all of that capabilities of the entire suit with this Ace of Hearts. We're looking at emotions. We're looking at how to pull that back in. So the downside or the shadow side of a Four of Diamonds is always, as always, pretty much with diamond suit, it could just be that flash in the pan, first off. So it might not be as satisfying as you thought it was going to be. It might be smaller than you thought it was going to be. It might be you being lazy about doing whatever you want or is there for you to take advantage of. It might not be as satisfying, right? It might feel like it's the status quo and you're not seeing the value in it. So that's the downside. But, most oftentimes, if you're looking and you're open to it, you're going to see that, the better, lighter, well, I shouldn't say better, but just the lighter side of things is that it's dependable. It's your talents. It's your home. It's a stable dwelling. It is having enough, right? It's having enough energy to do the work that needs to be done. Okay, so all right, 4 of Diamonds, here we go. This is your creativity oracle, new start. Sometimes we must realize that what we have done needs to be discarded and we must make a new start. Yeah, right. So I just had to scrap some art. I cleared out my studio space and I've got plans for it. It's going to be new and improved, but I threw out so much art. I can't tell you. Things that got started, thought that, I'll get back to it someday. I'll figure out, in what direction it needs to go. And I never have. And it's been years and it was time to just scrap it. And that can be done material wise, but it can also be done emotionally, physically. It could be you taking care of yourself in a whole new way. This is a new start in God knows what. So let's find out if we can get a little more information. I'm sure we will with the Spirit and Nature Cards of Truth Tarot. Let's find out. Sometimes we must realize that what we have done needs to be discarded and we must make a new start. What we have done. All right, let's find out. 7 of Spades. Wow. Well, this is certainly about you taking care of you physically and mentally. Wow. So it is time. It's timely for you to really take a good, hard look at what's best for you, knowing that you are about to reinvent yourself in a much happier, healthier, taking care of yourself kind of way. Wow, this is really kind of a big transformation. It's pretty huge, really. Not knowing what it is that you've been doing, it's time to really do a big cleanse. It may be that you do need to minimalize. I mean, that's always what comes through for me when I see the 7 of Spades. It's about releasing, getting back the spade suit in general to the bare essentials of your spirituality. Number 1, how you take care of yourself and take care of your spirituality as well, how you honor that. How you bring that into your daily life, just with the appreciation, is huge, of being able to see where this life is so precious, and what you're going to be doing with it, how far you can take yourself with it. This 7 connotation is, again, that death and dying. It is at the end of the growing season. This is where you are forced really to let so much go that's ready to be let go of. I mean, that's the catch-22 with the 7s. It's time. It's appropriate. It's necessary. If you don't, you won't have that goodness go back to the earth. right? It's like compost. Everything that is being let go is compost, and it is there for you to begin again, a new you. Okay, let's see what you get for the Wishcraft card. Fly free. I receive messages from nature easily. Fly. See the butterfly wings? That's what this is. This is what's meant for you. Wow. Go spend some time in nature, whatever that looks like for you. That is one beautiful birthday message. And every time you take care of you, you're going to feel so amazing. You won't be able to stop the manifestations. At some point, it gets so rich that all you have to do is think about it. You don't even have to do anything else. You just know it and you think about it and it comes. I see you reaching that level. All right. Well, happy birthday, 4 of Diamonds. This is a big one. All right. I wish you the best and have a fabulous year. This is going to be very exciting for you. Carpe diem, everyone. Let's seize the day. Kindness, curiosity, and as always, happy creating.